You spend $10 a month for that item. Yeah, that's it. They would make money if they did. I mean, it's Move Games. It's the same company that does DML. It's the same company. Whether it's a branch of the company or not, or whatnot, I don't know. But it is Move Games that run DML, so they can easily add it in. But they want you to buy the packages in the cash shop and stuff like that. That's why they haven't added it. They're trying to get you to buy the package, which gives you like the 100% bits boost and all that stuff instead. And try and slow your progress down. Yeah, it's money hungry. This game's been a lot more fair with the cash shop. Which is why I've always endorsed this game. For the most part. It was when they did this which pissed me off. And that was the whole Evolutor thing. So, this, if I remember correctly, used to be more. But they made it so that if you weren't spending money on the cash shop, you had to bother with the 10% chance. And that's a lot of bits to be spending each 10% chance. Plus, trying to get these items as well to use them. I burnt through 30 of each of these the other day, and I got one Evolutor out of it. One Evolutor. Because of the 10% chance being so terrible. And that's a month's worth of keys. For the daily dungeon and stuff like that. That's a month's worth of items, basically. Just to get one Evolutor. Yeah, the Evolutor, yeah. For the Mega Digimon. It's what's needed to get you Megas. You cannot turn into a Mega without that item. And the reason why they made it so abysmally low is because obviously it's a cash shop. They did the same thing with DMO with those loot boxes. You know, making it like a 1% chance to give you the Digimon you want, so people will spend thousands on the game to get an item that they want, because they really want this new Ultimate, so Ultra or Mega Digimon or whatever you. That's what they did. That's what killed this game for me and put me in such a bad mood for such a long time. When they started to go down that route, because before then they were perfectly fair. Like, everything was balanced, whether you spent money on the cash shop or not. For the most part, you had a level playing field. It just takes you longer. That's the caveat. You don't spend money, it takes you longer. Okay, cool. Understandable. And it didn't really affect me PvE-wise. It only affected PvP players. If you wanted to get into PvP, yes, you being behind the curve is going to be a bit of an issue. You only need one to unlock the Mega. Yeah, one to unlock a Mega and it's consumed. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because we're at Megas right now. If I have 10% chance on this item to get a Mega, what's Ultra going to be like? When I'm able to DNA Digivolve my Digimon together, what's that going to be like? 5%? 3%? Like, thinking about it that way, is they're going to basically be forcing their hand into your pocket even worse. And saying, give me your money. And that's how DMO went down the shitter. They started to get greedy, started trying to force into players' pockets. And I don't want to see the same happen to this game, because they have a fantastic game. So, once you make War Greymon, that costs one Evolutor, right? Then your Metal Garurumon will cost another Evolutor. So you've had to get two 10% items to make War Greymon and Metal Garurumon. I don't know what item is going to be needed to DNA Digivolve your Digimon together. But, if those evolutors are at 10%, what's it going to be for an Ultra? Bear in mind, you've had to already sit through two 10% items. And on top of that, sitting on two 10% items that you've had to obtain to get a Mega in the first place, there is still 5% chance you get a Mutant. Which happened to me. I got Wagurumon Mutant. So I basically had to use a item to de-transform it. The amount of bits it costs just to do that, and then obviously getting the stat requirements to gain a Mega. So I'm going to show you what I mean real quick. So let's take Garudamon. In order to become Hoomon, or Phoenixmon, whichever words you want to use, I need specific stat requirements. Which means I could have been going through the game, throughout this game, and I could have had all the right stuff in the right spaces. So, like, let's take this. So, I've got all these brilliant stats, but List Evolution requires me to basically throw all this out the window, and then be like, I need to get a certain resistance and defense, a certain amount of speed or attack, depending on the Digimon. And mess around with a 10% chance item, which costs me 25k or 50k bits every time I create one, and fail at a 10% chance. Even when I succeed, it still costs me that amount of bits. So I'm going to go, I could easily burn through like 10 million bits, which would take me a long time to earn, just to try and get these two Megas so I can fuse them together. Then the game's going to be like, well, you now need this item to fuse both of these people together. So if a Mega item is 10%, what they're going to make the Ultra item? 5%, 3%, 2%. Do you see where I'm going with this? It then becomes a ridiculous absurdity where you're probably going to be spending hundreds of millions of bits just to get this Ultra Digimon, and you may not even get to get this Ultra Digimon off of this item. It may have a chance to give you a Mutant, or make you lose a Digimon. We don't know what they're going to do yet. But considering how things have gone, it makes me worry for the future of the game. Because you're already putting a 10% chance on a Mega item, not an Ultra item. And the reason why they made it a 10% chance, because they want people to put money into the cash shop. So when Ultras come around and, you know, we get Omnimon, who's probably going to be the first one we get access to. The amount of people that are going to be wanting Omnimon, that have prepared, got their War Greymon, the Metal Greymon prepared, ready for it. And then probably going to have to roll for a 3% chance on an item or something, or have to throw their hands into their pockets and pay money to get it. Isn't that exactly how DML went? And then DML started getting worse, 1%, less than 1%. I don't want to see that happen to this game because they have a fantastic fundamental game here. They do. They have an amazing game. The EVP system is the main issue that I have with it. That interrupts my gameplay and my time being able to enjoy the game. Because obviously I just want to play. I don't want to sit a Digimon for 30 minutes. I just want to play and enjoy myself like I'm doing right now. I'm fighting stuff. This is fun! I think also on the dollar amount, yeah. I mean, when Evolutors first came out, I believe they were around 2,000 bits. 2,000 crowns, sorry. I think they were close to 2,000 crowns. Or something crazy. I think they reduced the amount because a lot of even the Korean players were complaining. Yeah, if it's like $3, yeah, it's fine. It's not too bad. But we don't know what it's going to be. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Evolutors used to be around 2,000 crowns. Bear in mind that crowns were... So, I don't know about the money conversion like IRL money, but 500k used to be the price for 100 crowns. So, I found that's 10 million bits to get an Evolutor. Which does take a while to get. Now it's 800k. But they've reduced it to 1,000 crowns. So... You're talking about 8 mil if you want an evolutor right now. That's not too bad. That's obtainable if you put enough time into the game, and that's fine. I like that. But when it was around 2000, I was just like, you're taking the piss. You charge me like $10 for a single mega every time. Well, DML where they spend like 1500 to lock a Megamon exactly. Exactly. I don't want to see that ruin this game. I don't. I'm very passionate about it, and I like this game. I really do. I love it. It's a very fun game. If they add more content to this game, give us something like group dungeons, we can do guild dungeons or something along those lines, raids. Give us something to do endgame right now. And help solve the EVP issue a bit more. And I'd probably say they have easily I'd say a good 8.5 out of 10 Digimon MMO game. The reason why I wouldn't give it more is because there's a lack of content, a massive lack of content. But that would make a massive difference to how good this game is right now. If they just gave us group dungeons or something to do besides raise your Digimon, raise your Digimon, raise your Digimon. Because late game there is no content whatsoever. Cutting the recharge time in half, yeah. I mean, it used to be, so if I remember correctly, it was 2.50 per fight. You could get 34 fights in. Then they made an adjustment to how much ultimates cost in terms of EVP. And now you can get in 40 fights. That's barely a difference. If I could fight with my ultimates, like I could with my champions, because I didn't mind with my champions, being able to get 99 fights in before having to sit a Digimon, that was fine for me. Because I'm playing for a good hour or two before I have to sit there for the 30-minute interrupt. When it comes to the ultimates, I play for about 20-30 minutes, depending what I'm doing, if I'm just straight up fighting, and then I have to sit there for 30 minutes not being able to play. And after multiple times of that throughout a day, it's incredibly irritating. It is. I didn't mind having 100 fights when I could play for an hour or two before taking a 30-minute break. But when I have to play for like 20-30 minutes, and then I'm immediately sat there for 30 minutes unable to play, that's basically an hour of my day gone. And I've accomplished basically nothing. I've accomplished fuck all. I've probably made, if I'm lucky, within those 40 fights, maybe 60 to 70k. If I'm lucky. But most likely, because most of the time I get something like 400 or 500 bits from fights and stuff like that. That's not the case. I'm getting something like 30, 40k, you know? 30, 40k for 30 minutes of work. It's wild. Because I remember breaking... I don't remember... If I remember correctly, breaking down... Yeah, so... let me do something real quick. Hang on. Saves me having to search for too long. Okay, so if we take my video, I had the whole thing calculated. Just because you don't want to sit there at Digimon for hours of your day not playing. I want quality, that's what I want. So yeah, I did all the stuff. I included all the rift items I got, used them and whatnot. How much I've spent on EVP chips on the course of 4 trips and whatnot. I worked it all out. And basically 60k an hour. Yeah, soft ether, you basically need it to sign into the site. Once you sign into the site, you can disconnect the VPN. You just need it to sign in and access the site. That's it. But yeah, 60k an hour. That's abysmal. This is with a cash shop item, by the way. If you're free to play, you're earning 30k an hour. If you don't wish to sit at Digimon. Every 20-30 minutes and just get it interrupted. That's... I posted this in the actual Discord and everything. And somebody was arguing with me, how are you losing money? How are you losing money? I literally had the whole calculation written down. The whole entire thing. How many fights and everything that I was written down and everything. And, you know, they were arguing with me for a good hour, at least. This person was arguing with me. I was like, I've given you all the calculation, the information. I've calculated all the bits I earned, the starting bits before and after my EVP ran out and all that stuff. And because I wish to use EVP chips, I only get 60k an hour because I don't wish to have my time interrupted when playing. It's... So literally, for Soft Ether I need to download everything download. Oh no, I just downloaded Soft Ether. Soft Ether VPN. You want the VPN. I don't know if you need everything else. Just Soft Ether VPN. I don't know whether they've changed the site and how it downloads now or whatnot. I don't know. Because I remember just downloading Soft Ether VPN on its own. I never had to download anything else. But it was free to use. Oh, great man! I need to sort you out, buddy. Cause yeah, you're in champion form. You don't get AVP that way. Okay. But yeah, now I've got the fun time of sitting here for 30 minutes. I use Windscribe South Korea and install create account and play. Oh, okay, fair enough. So I played a few days ago. Nice. How are you liking it so far, buddy? Now, I am planning on doing a video on this game. So, once I have sorted my Virus Digimon team, I'm going to the best current spot in the game for farming bits. Now, the spot I used was a place where I fought the Bakamon, did their calculation, then I fought Skull Greymon and did their calculation. There is a Digimon that's a lot easier to fight, called Blossomon. You need a full Virus team, you need at least 50% in terms of strength blocks, additional stats to your Lady Devimon. You need 2 of them at least, and a 3rd Virus to just fill in the blanks. When I get to that point, I'm going to do a video on this game. I'm going to play this game for 24 hours. Now, obviously, not completely straight. The way it's going to work is, doesn't include my bathroom breaks and whatnot, because I'm literally going to record I'm going to start a timer. The timer's going to run only when I'm playing the game. If I have to step away for any reason, grab a drink or anything, I pause the timer. I'm going to do a full 24 hours. I'm going to sit here at Digimon, at this exact spot, during that 24 hours, and that's going to be included in the time. I'm going to see how much money I make this way. Then I'm going to do another option, which is to fight basically level 20 Digimon or something to get my EVP back that actually drop bits instead of these Digimon, and see how much of a difference it makes for another 24 hours. I'm going to compare the two, and then I'm going to calculate how much money I would make if I was spending money on the EVP chips on top of that, because all I have to do is basically take half an hour chunks out of the 24 hours that I'd be sat here doing nothing, and replace that with the cost of the EVP chips I would have spent to not do that. So I'm going to do it like a full-on, in-depth, mega dive into the amount of bits I'm earning and losing. All in a single video. Hopefully try and keep it within 20-30 minutes. Is what I'm aiming for. But yeah, I'm going to full-on get all the data. And I'm going to post it in the Discord. This is what's what. You want to know your maximum potential once you have all the Digimon you need to hit the perfect spot for grinding currently at endgame, and what you're in for. The only caveat is it can vary, because the bits you get are completely random every single time. You're not always going to get the same bits, drop rates vary. But it's at least a baseline indication of what you can earn in 24 hours playing this game. Which I feel like it'd be a lot better. And then I could just divide that up by how much you earn per hour on top of that as well. By just dividing by 24. Is Doraemon still only available in Cash Tree? Yes. Unless you buy it from another player. So you have two options. You buy Doraemon Egg from another player, or you do the Cash Tree. Somebody told me that apparently it's not in there anymore. I don't know whether that's true. I haven't confirmed it. So, because I haven't confirmed it, take it with a grain of salt that it's still in there. You'll have to ask somebody else. Like I said, I stopped playing this game for about 6-ish months, 5-6 months. I took a big break from this game. So I'm a little bit out of the loop with all the updates that have happened and all the new information and all the changes. I'm still picking up on this stuff now and trying to learn it all. So bear that in mind currently. But Doraemon still currently only has up to his ultimate form. No, you don't even have, no, you don't have ultimate. He's champion form only. Doraemon still only is champion form. Wait, I can confirm. I think I'm correct in saying that because I remember checking. Yes, I think I did. So Doraemon. Okay, so they've added this, the alternate Digivolution now for Doraemon. Okay, okay. I can't remember the name of this Digimon, but I do know what it is. But yeah, no ultimate currently. Can you just buy Doraemon from the cash shop with your American debit card? Okay, so you can buy crowns from outside of Korea now. They've added that option. When they added that option, that's also when they added the VPN system. To just be able to access the site. I don't know why, whether it's legal protection or whatever. That's what some people said. Apparently it's because they don't exactly have permission to sell in the US or something. I don't know, something along those lines. But anyway, that's why the VPN system apparently got put in place according to some people. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. People think it's that reason. Because they don't have the licensing to do it outside of the US. But the catch is, you need to disable your page translator, your web page translator, and do it while it's all in Korean. Otherwise it will not work. I know that sounds completely bizarre, but it's just how it is. Because if you have the page translated, it just won't work. You untranslate the page, it works. Why? Probably some ruling they put on it. I don't know. But, yeah. Because that's how I got my last batch of crowns I bought last year. When I was trying to get the Doraemon in the cash shop. For the sake of the content and showing people Doraemon and its Digivolution forms and things. Still got crowns left over from that, and I'm saving them for something important. That I may come across that I really, really want. Okay. Oh, wait. I still need to start my virus Digimon as well, don't I? I do. I still have to get my virus Digimon's EVP up too. That's not fun. That's going to be an hour sat here. See, I could just use my EVP chits, but I'm saving those for like when I'm in the human world. Because that's where I'm going to be having a lot of quests to do. Because I basically, on this character, skipped all of the side quests. I just went straight for the main storyline. So, all the quests in the human world are completely undone, not touched. And there's a lot of them, and it takes a long time. I remember spending about 2 full days and not even being at the end. Or was it a full day? I don't remember. Was it a day or... I don't know if it's a day or 2 days. Basically just doing the side quests along with the main quest line, and I wasn't even close to being done on my first character. I think it was 2 days. No, it was 1 day. I was streaming for like 16 hours straight or something ridiculous. Yeah, it takes a long time. So yeah. Soft Eva installed, and I need to figure out how to connect to Korea. Okay. So when you open up, you have this VPN Gate Public VPN. Double click it, and then you want to look for Republic of Korea or whatever it is. Connect to it, then go on the site, boom, there you go. You don't have that? You don't have this? VPN Client Manager? Server Manager. Okay, give me a moment. I don't know why you have something different to me, because Softie for VPN Client Manager. I think it might be the build I'm using is different. Possibly, yeah. Might need the client. It might be the build I have, because I've not updated this VPN since I got it when they started doing the whole VPN stuff. When you got to download the Softie for it, there's multiple options. Ah, right. Yeah, see, it was actually somebody in my server that told me about Softie on my Discord server back when I had it actually running and I was actually engaging in it and active in it, and I had tons of people active in it. Yeah, I don't really run it anymore. It's just kind of just been left behind because a lot of the people that were active stopped playing the game, and then I was just constantly getting bombarded with questions throughout the day by people that I did guides on. And it just got to a point where I was kind of getting a bit irritated that nobody was just looking around in the server to the DSR tips section for the information, which had my playlist to it all, so I got a bit irritated and fed up. Because when you're being asked the same question like 20 times in a day on a video, on something you've done a guide on, they're all in the Discord, they can easily look around, but they come directly to me, so just searching for it, it got a bit irritating after like a month's worth of time. I need to close all windows before going to the site. I don't think so. Are you talking about you shouldn't have to, no. I can have Digimon Super Rumble website up while I have other web pages open. So once the VPN is ready and you're connected, you literally just go onto the website and just log into your account. That's it. Once you've done that, just disable your VPN and you click Game Start and Play. As long as you do not close down your Digimon Super Rumble page, you don't have to sign back in. You can just leave it there. And if your game crashes or whatever, or you can just click Game Start again. You know, stuff like that. It's very simple. It's one of those things where I thought I had to keep it on, but the problem is when you've probably not played for a while, right? So you've got a lot of updates to install. So do not worry. Once you click Game Start and you have your client open, like the Digimon Super Rumble game client open, you do not need to stay connected to the VPN to download the update. If it's slowing down your download, you can disconnect and it'll still continue to download the game. So don't worry about that kind of stuff where VPN's slowing down your internet speed or whatever. Yeah, you have to download the whole game again, yeah. So it'd be a lot of data for you to install. It'll take you several hours, unfortunately, but yeah.